Hi everyone, it's Jenny Hayward from A Stamping Journey with you today. This week on my blog I am featuring a snowflake showcase suite with a great new project every day. Since it's Wednesday and on my blog I have Wednesday Wow, I wanted to show you how I created this card, particularly the watercolour wash that you can see across the front of the card. I don't know about you, but I really struggle with creating the washes in the past, and I've recently come across a new way of doing it, so I thought it might be helpful for you. What you will need is some shimmery white cardstock. That's quite thick enough to take the water that you'll use, but it's also lovely because it has that little sparkle. I don't know if you can see that there. I've cut that to size. You're also going to have your aqua painter and ink pad and your re-inker. For this card I'm going to use Coastal Cabana. On the sample I used Bermuda Bay. So what you'll need to do is, firstly you'll want to just lightly run over your card with some water from the aqua painter, only very lightly, and then in your ink pad you can drop a couple of drops, just one drop actually. The more ink you put in, the more intense the colour will be, so you might not want it to be too dark. Then with your aqua painter just drop a couple of drops of water into there and create a runny liquid, I guess, of colour. You can just add a little bit more water to it. If you find that it's too dark, just dab some off on some scrap paper. I've done that on the side here. I've got some scrap paper. When you're happy with the colour, then you'll just pick some up with your aqua painter and brush that just lightly over your card. When you're doing this, sometimes you think, oh, it looks terrible. But you need to let it dry, so don't be too frightened with it. Add a bit more colour where you think. Now you can help speed it up by using your heat tool to dry, or just let it dry overnight. I'm just going to add a little more colour there. Now I'm not going to complete the card now. I haven't got time to let it dry right now, but we'll go back to the finished card. Just get the ink pad out of the way. So this card, I let it dry. It had the nice sparkle in it. Then I've used the large Snowfall Thinlits. Isn't this detail just gorgeous? And I've used the lovely white velvet paper. Have you tried some of this lately? It's just so soft and fairy. It adds that extra texture to your card. So I cut the large snowflake out with the white velvet paper and then use the silver glimmer paper with your next size snowflake die, and the teeny tiny white one in the center was done in white velvet paper with the small die. And then the stamp set from the stamp from the Snow is Glistening set was stamped in black with a couple of those tiny snowflakes around. So it's a very simple card, but I think the wash gives it such a lovely, soft, whimsical effect, perhaps you might like to say. So I hope you give that a go, and especially try it with the re-inkers and see how you'll go. Thanks for stopping by today, and go and check out my blog and you can see some of the other projects I've made with the snowflakes.